Hello, hello, this is Jan. I hope everybody's good. I'm here with an energy update, so welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you're not new. Thank you for being here. So let's dig into it. Um, who watched the Super Bowl? Sorry, that's not the point of this update, but I had to brag that the Chiefs won. Um, Besides the Super Bowl, how are you guys feeling? Are you feeling this new energy since the new moon that we had last week on February 9th? And 2 days later, if I'm not mistaken, if my memory is good, we had a lot of activity in the Schumann resonance. A lot, a lot of activity. So whenever that happens, usually right before or right after or not too long after, we see something going on in the collective. That may show up as an earthquake, earthquake, stuff going on, like stuff that we don't necessarily want. It's not always negative, it's just part of the game. But for those of us that are on the sensitive side, we tend to feel those movements in the resonances. It does affect us, our bodies, our mind, our heart, because we're all connected to these energies. And it may show up as, my God, I feel like I'm under pressure. I feel like I'm about to explode. I feel like something wants to come out of me, but I don't know what it is. And then you go into a process of either purging or connecting to that, and it brings you to, most of the time, more often than not, releasing a big piece of something. And that could be part of you, part of your life, or part of the collective. Yes, it is possible to feel what is going on in the collective and to have to release for the collective, because we're one big family under the same moon, under the same sun, and we're all in this game together to go as one in the same direction. But hey, we all know this is not what's going on for real in the 3D, right? But there are some people in service to the earth, to humanity, to the universe, working on that huge project. And it is something that is important to at least care about. I say at least, but it's not judgmental. But I mean, if you're here listening to me in some form of another, you are a spiritual person and you are interested in spirituality, or at least interested in personal development. And that's what I mean. So in this video, I want to give a warning. I will speak about very sensitive subjects for some people. It is without judgment. It is with a really big open heart that I will be talking about these subjects. I've been channeling a lot about this. I've been living with this for a very, very, very long time. A few years ago, I was told, Jan, by my spiritual team, Jan, you're going to have to be talking about this one day or another. And I didn't want to at the time. You will understand when I get to it. I didn't want to at the time. I had to face my fears. But now, it's the time. So I'm going to get into it later. You'll see what I'm talking about. First of all, I want to start by saying, what's today's date? February 13th. Oh, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Much love, everyone. It's mid-month. And as we are going and walking towards spring equinox, these energies won't give us a break. Not a single teeny tiny break. It's because it's important, because this game that we're in is super important, not only for our own personal gain, but for humanity, for the world, and for the universe. So, the spring equinox, I'm telling you, my friends, it's no joke. It's going to show up and bring a truckload of new energy, and if you're not prepared for that, it can be a little difficult to deal with. So what to do to prepare for that? Align yourself and stay aligned, ground yourself and stay grounded, and listen to your heart and yourself. Stop listening to outside interference. Speak your truth. Stand up for yourself. Stand up. Yell if you have to. Yell your truth, but stand up. It's time for shit to hit the fan and for stuff to crumble like a glass house. You'll see what I mean by that. So, speak your truth. It is time to break and rebuild. It's time. That will go through defending your light, people, because there is so much interference right now and chaos, that's creating all kinds of stuff in the collective energy, and you may be influenced by that, either by being hypnotized or by being guilt tripped into something that you don't want to do. Stand up, speak your truth from your heart. Like I said, yell it, dance it, draw it, mime it. I don't care. Speak your truth. Because the moment it's out of your mouth, that's where it starts getting real for other people. And what do I mean by it's time to break and rebuild? If you're watching other channels and spiritual stuff, you may be expecting me to say the financial system has to break down and come down. That's not what I'm going to talk about. Even though I agree it needs to be shut down. The education as well too. And mind you, I never go into those sensitive subjects. Why today? Because it's my guidance. Because I'm going through it in my personal life. And yeah, it's about time that shit hits the fan for real. And that people start changing their old, outdated ways and programs and so on. So, break and rebuild, I'm talking about cultural stuff. I'm talking about stuff that has been accepted for decades, for centuries. But it's false programming on people. I'm talking about cultures that are making people do what they don't want to do. I'm talking about religion. I'm talking about stuff that has been passed on from generation to another just because. Just because. Just because. Because what? Because why? We're in 2024. In a modern society, but too many people are still embodying old stuff that is outdated, useless, completely useless. So I'm talking to you, light worker. If you find yourself in a situation like that, please speak your truth. Say it out loud. I know your family is going to be mad, your in-laws are going to be mad, but guess what? That's why you're here. You're here to break that stuff down. You're here to change things. You're here because you chose a soul contract to bring light into this world. Do it. Just fucking do it. I rarely speak like that, but you can tell how passionate I am about this subject. And I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to point fingers at. But if the hat fits, wear it. I don't know if that expression exists in English, but we say that in French. Si le chapeau te fait, mets-le. What I mean by that is that in some cultures, in all cultures for that matter, even my own culture, and I was the first one as a kid to fight against my family and my parents saying, hey, why do I need to do this? What the hell is this? I don't need to do that. So in all cultures, there are some things that have been passed on from generation to generation based on something that is false, based on a program that is purely manipulation. It's time to stop that crap. It's time to eradicate that crap, because there are so many millions of people on earth obeying by these rules, and it's making them so freaking unhappy. They end up in unhappy marriages. They end up in unhappy jobs. They're doing it to please their parents. They're doing it to please their in-laws. They're doing it to please everybody except their own selves. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. This is all wrong. This is all false. It's all for the appearances. Look at us. Look at us. Look how cool we look. Look at my pictures on social media. Look how cool I am. But if you did just a little, just a teeny little, you'll find out that these people are not what they pretend to be. So it's time to break that shit. Did I say it? Did I say it loud enough? And mind you, this is part of my channeling today, so I am as surprised as you that I'm talking this way. It feels weird, actually. So it's time to dig, people. Shed the light on things that were hidden for way too long. Like I said, religion, religious views, cultural stuff, biases. Biases. Wow. Because I don't think in heaven, or, when we pass and we go to source, there's no biases there, right? Why do we have it here on earth? Because of our ego, because of this, because of the programs that have been given to us. So those programs, in order for them to fall, we need, the tipping point. We need to reach the tipping point where enough people are on the light side or on the enlightened side for these programs to crumble, because they don't have power anymore. So outdated beliefs, same thing. Those outdated beliefs that people don't even know where they're coming from. That makes no sense. That makes so much no sense. I know I cannot say that, but I said it. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. People are walking on this earth doing stuff they don't want to be doing just because they've been told. This is what you need to do. All the while they're getting sick. All the while they're not happy. No. My heart sinks when I think about that. That makes no sense. I'd rather be poor and happy than be rich and unhappy. Damn. Sorry, I'm cussing a lot today, I guess. I didn't check when the next full moon is, but I'm assuming it should be in a week and a half or so somewhere around the end of February. I'm not going to get into that, but I do want to say something about the eclipses coming. I can't remember the date, but I know we have one in April, and then we have others in August. Get prepared, people. This shit is gonna, a tsunami. It's going to be an energetic tsunami. That's all I can say. So if you feel that you are a trailblazer, that you are the one opening doors, that you are the one breaking doors, you're feeling this already. You have been called in action to get prepared for April, even August, if you are an advanced being. I hate putting labels like I just did, but this is how it works. I mean, some people are called to bring in those energies into their bodies so that it can be grounded on earth. For others to expand as well. And some people are already in those energies. You recognize yourself as I said that. I know you are. I know you do. Sorry. Some people are already bringing those energies on earth, and that is so demanding on the body. That is so demanding on the body and on your surroundings as well, because usually people don't get it, don't understand what is happening to you, and they go into the, well, did you try this? Did you try that? You should do this. You should do that. And you know, it gets really annoying when we get unsolicited advice like that. And trying to talk about spirituality with someone who is not opened up to spirituality is a waste of time. But talking about it with someone who has even the teeniest, littlest opening, I don't know if I can say that word, but with someone who's like a little curious about it, it will work. It will have the effect that it needs to have. And talking about curiosity, 2024 is a big year for curiosity. It's a huge year for curiosity, for that matter. It's, how can I say? It's as if for some people who've had their eyes shut to spirituality, they're now like opening their eyes slowly and having a curious mind towards spirituality instead of being totally closed off, like completely shut down, closed off. I don't want to hear anything about that. Now they're going to be like, they're not going to say it, come up and say it. They're just going to be different. Excuse me. They're just going to act differently around it. And for those kind of people that are avoidant or covert kind of people, they will do things under the table and they will just come out and start talking differently or talk about different subjects and stuff like that. Watch that. Look at how it's going to unfold. Those eclipses, I'm telling you, they're no joke. They're no joke. It's a point of no return. Once those energies are in, there's no going back to the old ways. Not even dipping your little toe. It's not going to work. So, yes, maybe you're saying, yeah, but how do I get prepared for that? Just be aligned with yourself. Be aligned with who you are. Be aligned with your own guidance. Stay grounded. That's all you need to do. And what is that? It's honoring yourself. Loving yourself. It's choosing yourself over others. Love. If you want more love in your life, you got to be love, right? So it starts with you. Love you first. That's all you need to do to get prepared. That's all. Your spiritual team will be there to walk you home or on the path you need to be. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about the hows, the whens. Nope. Focus on being in your heart. And talking about the heart, we are right now into a huge heart expansion, heart chakra expansion, opening in order for us to receive, but also to give more love. I know it has been a challenge for a lot of people lately, being able to give love as much as they wanted because they felt they needed the love and they weren't receiving it. So we are there. We are there. We are there. Let me see if there's something else. Yeah, they're saying, don't say it, do it, embody it. That's it. There's no more time to be wasted on speaking, on talking, and never walking the talk. You know? No more time. No more. It's out. It's done. It's done. It's all about actions. Leading by example. Educating by example. Don't try to educate someone by talking. Do it. Embody it. That's how they're going to learn from you. Because it's a lot easier to transfer energy from one person to another then try to transfer a meaning of something through words. So if you have it in your energy field, that ripples out. That ripples out. So other people can catch it consciously or even unconsciously. And if you identify as being a light worker, that's what your job is. That's what your job is. So just do your job. You know, it's easy to say, I know. It's like having a second full-time job, being a light worker at times, but really that's how it is. That's why you're here. That's what you chose before coming to Earth. So there's no resistance to be had there. And the more you do that to yourself or for yourself, the more you'll be able to help people. Because it's really difficult to really help someone if you have unresolved issues within you. So, and this year, 2024, everything is going to go super fast. Like the pace is like nothing we've known before. So get ready for that too. Stay aligned. Stay aligned. So that's it for now. Thank you for being here. You can follow me on social media at Indigo Girl on Facebook, Indigo Girl 555 on Instagram. You can also reach out by email at indigogirl555@gmail.com. And until the next time, happy Valentine's Day. And until the next time, be well.